as well. Will we see a similar story here? Only time will tell as Shady positions himself over towards palm trees. Open engagements going in favor. 3 members down for Navi. 2 Foxy left alive under tires, but he's also going to fall. Shady picking up ball as well as a kill. Time in favor of Acend.
Slim Shady coming in here. Please stand up. I don't know where I wanted to go with that jersey, but the man's making plays, and maybe there'll be another opportunity for me to bring that one up. Either way, looks like he will get shut down early on by Jimbo with 2. Jimbo with 3. Ooh. That's what you want to see out of Jimbo to kick it off, just to counter them immediately. He's got to put a lot more of that together, though. Of course, only just getting started.
Jimbo telling the real Shady to sit back down. Triple kill, locked and loaded. 2 Foxy picks up the ball. He's going to start scoring points. Shady in the respawn screen as well, waiting to rejoin his team, as is Jimbo. But they've got to set up now back station. I'm going to see a little bit of help coming through, but unfortunately he has fumbled the ball out towards that front station area. That's going to be a little bit difficult to scoop up and retrieve.
I think Gaskin warned against setting up in station, so we'll see if they can rotate the ball out. They do still have it here. So far, so good, though. 10 seconds and counting until, out of nowhere, Shady slips in and picks up a couple kills. Where did this man come from? He's going to... Oh, almost takes a triple. He'll get that ball back, and well-earned. Look at the combo this man has, too. I think he's got both the stalker and the shotgun. Does he share? I don't even think he wants to share it.
Nope. Shady, far too greedy to split some of those resources. He wants it all for himself. Bulldog in the back pocket if it gets a little bit hairy and if he has to let it off the leash. 2 Foxy's going to try and be the furthest man to advance. He's going to take down Snipe Drone, positioned over towards ATM. Kimbo also coming through with the collapse. But Shady's going to recognize that immediately. Backstab, Bulldog. 2 barks and a double kill. Legend still has the ball. They're still scoring.
This man is decked out, by the way. 4 thrusts. He's got the stalker, the shotgun. He's got everything he could ever need, and they have to come to him. This is beautiful. I mean, just hold on to position. Sika already with 1 in the feet. Just going to continue to be elusive, take full advantage of the thrust here, and that's the beauty of all these weapons on the map. I mean, what do? Ideally hit your shots, but still advantage in trades, 50 points in counting. Navi, they need an answer. They need it quick.
The issue is the kills are coming through. We're going to see Legend take down 2 Foxy. He's also going to donate rocket launcher. In the meantime, over towards that station area, have we seen somebody pick it up? Balls being dropped. I think we've seen a rocket get fired as well. Slay is going in favor of Acend once more. There is that rocket launcher in the chamber. 1 to play with here, and Jim immediately backs down, recognizing rockets are pushing over towards him. 2 Foxy's going to take down Snipe Drone, but ultimately loses life in a trade for trade. 2 members up now for Acend, and here comes the Navi push.
I mean, all I can say is, could you have predicted any other result? Thankfully, they stopped the bleeding just a little bit here, but 71 points, what a blow to the confidence early on. They need weapons, is really just the story that we've seen so far. They got to control rockets, control that next shotgun spawn, and things seem to be cooking, though, at the very least. You got 2 Foxy with 1 on the feet, a little bit of pressure, coordination, but a pinch, and pressure coming up through that driveway. They better watch out. You can see Respectful under trouble here. So what can Jimbo do to get in between it? He'll take a huge piv. Ooh. And there's the answer you like to see. Perfect shot set at him. He's got to do that a little more.
Jimbo starting to hit his shots. Unfortunately, teammates falling around him. Respectful going to be the victim of a back whack there. Unaware of his surroundings, and the Frenchman lurking in the wings just to catch him unawares. Jimbo on the beast stairs once more. Got 2 Foxy in tow, and those 2 going to combine.
Oh my, Shady. Just looking for the weapons, right? He will drop that out front. Opportunity for someone to pick it up, but bit scrappy at this point. Trades going out left and right here. Ball in hand, and maybe an opportunity for Navi. You can see they look to rotate the ball up to the top of the map, a more ideal position. And with the rockets, you could bait it pretty effectively as well. 2 Foxy just going to wait patiently. And I think Acend is aware of it too. They don't want to get too close. They know something's up. What's up is the ceiling. The man just killed himself with... Oh, man, there's still 1 in the chamber, too. What a blunder. This is brutal. They don't see it, though, thankfully. At least Navi can maybe go back.
2 Foxy trying to make a few renovations on the map as he's really angry with that wall. Tries to kill it with the rockets. Unfortunately, loses his life in the process, and like Shyway alludes to, they're not going to be aware of where those rockets are positioned. 2 members down, though, and 4 seconds required here to close out round 1 of our winners round 4 finals here. Only needing 4 more seconds to close out round 1. They've looked very, very good, despite Navi in patches playing very well.
Jersey, I gotta say, Halo's floaty jump has to be like simultaneously the coolest and most hilarious mechanic in this game, right? Because it leads to absolute tragedy. And is it a tragedy they can even recover from at this point? 99 and counting. They'll close out that first round, so Acend will walk away. And the one opportunity I think Navi had was just, you know, on the back of that rocket launcher that just didn't pull through. So Navi, hopefully they can regain. They still got a chance.
Navi's history against Acend can all be pointed to. The perfect picture was 2Foxy firing that rocket against the wall. That's what Acend has been like sometimes. Unbeatable. Between a rock and a hard place have Navi been against this Acend roster time after time. They are going to get control of this ball only momentarily though, as Legend picks it up and gets into a fight with Respectful, and Brandon Stones comes out on top this time. But still 3 Frenchmen on the map here with Sika. Shady's going to fall though at the hands of Jimbo. He hasn't missed a step and hasn't lost too many 1v1s, has Jimmy Brad Brook. Unfortunately though, I need to start turning some of these slays into points on the board, and 2Foxy looking to do just that, rotating ball towards station.
So finally, Navi, they break away. They've got a little setup here. It was scrappy. But man, just watching Shady's POV there, he goes down in the feed. They got to keep shutting them down. You watch him play, there's just so much confidence, so much speed. There's a nice pick on the Legend, a double too. So efficient at a 2Foxy. He gets ball time and cheeky angles as well from this position. Almost tagged Snipe Drone. Snipe Drone going to break free. And at this point, 2Foxy in trouble. He might play that ball out center. And you can tell he's about to be pinched, so he'll drop it out to a baitable spot. But pressure's on here for Acend.
Worth noting as well, the communications on point for Navi there, as 2Foxy showing his wealth of experience dropping the ball. Listen to those call outs, those 2 players that were one shot positioned towards bottom middle. He gets those 2 kills, results in a 22-second to 1 point lead advantage in Navi's favor. Although the slays have gone against them in the last 30 seconds or so. Engagement goes down, then ball positioned over towards station. Legend going to get that kill onto 2Foxy. Jimbo, last man alive here for Navi. But ball starting to rotate and they're bringing it towards tower. And that's exactly where they want it, Shyway.
Yep, Acend going to try for that top map hold. Ideal setup here. Respectful going to do what he can to slow it down, but can't quite get the kill. Spins on the Snipe Drone, though. Nice shots out of him. 2Foxy going to pick up a kill in the feed. That's multiple dead. Snipe Drone now last up. And they know where he is, too, so no chance for this man in red room. This is the opportunity Navi was looking for. They got the ball where they need it. They got the rockets as well. Just don't die with it right away. Jimbo got to play carefully here. Does not want to throw away his life or these rockets. And can he at least get something with it? He'll take the double. All while that happens, what's going on with the ball here? Why is it just sitting in B? Jersey, am I tripping? Why are they not getting ball time here?
Ball dropped, unfortunately. It was Snipe Drone and Kimbo, the last 2 members left on the map, and Kimbo ultimately not putting hands on the ball, and that's going to be a fresh reset as well. So they had control of the rockets shy away, but they haven't been able to turn that into any sort of score, and they're actually after losing the lead. 1 second advantage now to Acend.
Seems like a bit of a missed opportunity. Ball still a bit of a hot potato here. Can they get to it? Kimbo going to do what he can just to defend it for now, and they going to bank it right off into safety though, so that might actually help. Once again, Navi in position to set something up, but they want the slays first. They don't want to give up their opportunity, especially with Legend and team knocking on the front doors here. Shady going to pick up one as well, so that ball just still kind of sitting out uncontested. Bit of a game of Slayer here so far, Jersey, unless Acend change that.
Game of Slayer indeed. Looking at the clock, only 2 minutes and 34 seconds of playable time once the ball is dropped. And maybe that is something that Acend will start to look at then. Just play Slayer when they get a significant point advantage and force Navi to come to them, of course. Only needing 1 more round to Acend. Secure game 1. Drop shield going to come down along with the Sentinel beam, just microwaving Respectful to dust particles. With a snap of a finger, we're seeing Jimbo soar in towards PD, get behind the desk and starting to clock in.
It was a steady beam out of Sika, that's for sure. That gun can be so powerful and so difficult at the same time, but if you master it, man, the potential. You got the shotgun to work with as well here for Jimbo. Jimbo going to drop the ball and slay. That's a nice perfect for him. Come back and collect it. Still slowly trying to crawl back and score here. Kimbo can ensure they get that a little more, or they extend it a little further here with the rockets. And what else can he do? They're going to try to push up through center, but Kimbo got a great line of defense here.
Rockets thus far in this game have been a bit of a gift and a curse at times. Kimbo does ultimately get the job done the second time of asking. Keeps himself nice and alive here as well, over towards Garbage. But Snipe Drone's going to make sure he puts an end to that quick, fast. I'm going to score more points again for Acend. Kimbo waiting to come and get touch tight with his team, and they're ultimately going to have to wait for him before they make a full man for push. Acend are going to use that time to their advantage and score points. But to really crank the pressure on Navi, 3 members go down, respectful last man alive, over towards back tower, and Acend know exactly where he's positioned, and he's scrambling for his life and taken down. That's going to make a staggered spawn once more. Now they're going to have to wait, and Acend are going to score more points.
Rough spot for Navi here. They've had control of 2 rockets back-to-back, and they just can't seem to break through with it. Still only 34 points to their name. Shady going to be a nuisance back A. And the pinch is coming in here through PD. Shady will pick up Jimbo. Somehow the man still lives. And look at the yeah, finally they kill him. You should not have that kind of confidence back A. That's the confidence of somebody who never loses, right? That he'll slide Chow out with no health. And Navi will make him pay for now. But can Navi finally collect time here? Legend on the prowl with the shotty. We'll see what he can do.
Navi trying to spring traps for moves like Shady, forcing himself out into that 1v1 engagement. Legend gonna escape with the ball here, just about barely with his life. Getting tagged up all the while, but still scoring points, much to the frustration of Navi. And somehow turns that kill onto Jim while it's being no shields. That can't happen if you're gonna get yourself back into this game.
Legend just putting it together. How is this man surviving? Shady, he'll narrowly escape with that one. Kill assist goes in. Rockets now down. Big opportunity for Navi to collect him. Jimbo will circle for it, but all while that happens, 75 and counting, so they got to pick up the pace here. Jimbo, what can he do? Ball sitting in PD, but look at the line of defense. He didn't spot that player on his right. Thankfully, the Rockets will deal with it. Are they playing the ball out there, Shurzy? I think they are. I think that's the second time I've seen it. And I don't know the ruling on those ball plays, Shurzy, but there's a couple spots in this map where you can toss that ball. It sits there till it despawns, and it will slow down the pace of this game. So interesting decision-making here.
Certainly a very good strategy if it is a legal spot for Acend. It eats into the clock. They don't need to keep scoring. Matter of fact, they just need to keep Navi off the ball, and this is a tactic that Dan Gaskin loves. Just play Slayer from here on out. That's exactly what Acend look to do. Ball is ultimately finally going to reset, but only 15 seconds left on the clock, and we can see exactly what Acend want to do. No interest putting it up, picking it up into their hands. They're looking to close out game 1 in their favor, and they're about to do so.
Acend going to do what they do best, just slay. Pick up all the kills and delay the situation down to the final second. And man, Navi almost got their hands on it, but I mean, at what cost? Let's say you pick it up, how much more can he's coming out of elevator, and you just get your shields ripped off the instant you spawn up. So we'll see what they could do off the opening strat. Looks like we're finally about ready to jump into this. Navi and Acend, of course, a best of 5. So Navi, they still got a chance here. Let's see what they do with it.
In our winners finals then, game 2. It's all to play for now for Navi. Can they bounce back here? Slayer is definitely their best chance of doing just that. And Slays, though, going in favor of Acend. The first one to fall is going to be Jimbo at the hands of Sika. Camouflage, though, a nice trade-off. And Mangler now in the hands of Kimbo. And you can see immediately they're trying to spot him out. He gets one. Can he turn this one into 2? No, he can't. They shut down the Camouflage player. 3 kills to 2 in favor of Acend.
Such an immaculate attempt at a Kimbo that didn't quite work. Like, that timing was beautiful. The fact that he managed to grab Camo, rotate to Mangler, and get out just long enough to live there, just couldn't quite turn 2. All of that happens. Jimbo on the feed with 2. Sika going to trade out with Jimbo. Keep things close to start, just 6 to 5. I think a grapple was down on the floor there. Not sure. Yeah, Respectful grabbed it, so we'll see if he gets to take advantage of it, because he's got a bit of a pinch the moment he tries to rotate here. So Acend already kind of spread out, just finding ways to pick him off.
This is good then from Navi. The open and starting strats haven't gone to the point where you're massively down in slays. Only down by 1, having momentarily taken the lead. Jimbo and Co all have 2 kills apiece, so definitely spreading things evenly across the board as members trade back and forth, and 9 kills to 9 all tied up in this early stages. 30 seconds or so before we do see that next Camouflage, but Shady's got the sword, and if he can get his hands on the Camouflage to go with it, that's going to be a combo that nobody wants to be on the end of.
Oh, definitely don't want to be the end of this repulsor as well. That was almost brutal, by the way. Kimbo almost got outplayed.
Let's not talk about it. Kimbo got the kill. Let's move on. Let's not talk about it.
Okay, right. It didn't happen, so we're
Didn't
okay.
happen.
Kimbo gonna walk away. And the fact that he survived is big, because we got the camo coming up here shortly. 2 Foxy in position as well. Kimbo gonna try to get to high ground. And he might want to do that quickly. Snipe down there to chase. Look at the timing of the slays. That's what's so beautiful, right? Navi, they seem like they have the advantage. They're ready for camo, but Acend, they jump in last second. They get all the kills they need to, and they walk away with all the advantages because of it. Kimbo, what are you doing off a spawn? Your man's in a rough spot as he jumps out to bottom center, gets deleted.
Kimbo, a bit like a deer in the headlights there, it would seem. A little bit lost. Maybe trying to find that camouflage player, and ultimately unable to do so. And Shady's starting to go to town now. Picks up another one onto Jim with the help of a teammate. Lovely team shot coming through. 2 Foxy going to be screaming for that player on stairs. Shady is going to die. And along with that does the camouflage. And shock rifle now in the hands of Snipe Drone. And we know he can get cooking with that. 2 Foxy and the boys making sure that he can't get up ahead of steam, and he's going to have to be forced to drop into pit. Ultimately, that information will get passed along, and it is. Jimbo putting some shots in. Going to call out that player as well. And trying to get the trade. Ultimately is traded out. Kimbo down to no shield. Now has the shock rifle. And he's got a Frenchman to contend with over towards this turbine area. Tries to find Shady positioned over towards glass. Ultimately, he escaped with his life. And although doing quite a lot of damage, 20 kills here to 22. Navi are right in things.
Navi doing what they can just to keep it close here and ensure that Acend don't walk away with any big advantages, right? Shutting down Snipe Drone with that shock rifle before he gets away with it. Jimbo gonna do what he can from the ledge, but just can't quite get a trade out of it. Acend moving together here. Look at this rotation as they go up through to A. That's 2 dead on the feed as well. 2 Foxy up out front, and this 2-man challenge, I mean, you gotta back up from it. Jimbo gonna do what he can just to get out and take a trade, but they just can't find any dice in this situation. 28 to 20. Kimbo respectful to Foxy, all spawning together on C. Look at this. They've got him locked on spawn. And a perfect little U setup for Acend as they look to pinch. Big breakthrough at a respectful, though. And that knockdown onto the first member of Acend was huge, but is it enough to take an even trade here? They're still down by 8.
We went from a 22 kill to 20 game to very quickly a 30 kill to 22 swing in favor of Acend. Mangler as well with camouflage in the Frenchman Shady's chest as he tiptoes his way in towards control, but gonna go face to face with the ultimate counterplay. The sword, respectful, gets a huge kill.
It's 32 to 25. Still an opportunity here for Navi to make something of this. You got respectful just trying to get a couple nades all the way across map to pick up something. Trade comes up through B. Still on board with respectful and a sword in hand. Unfortunately for him, the entire team opposite side of the map here. Needs someone to get close. Does he go for the chase out bottom mid? He will. Gotta be quick with it. Shady will die. Looks like he can back out too. So 28 on board as they still sit behind. But an opportunity for a comeback in session here. Respectful. Gonna play it slow. All of Acend opposite side map. It's about to be a brawl here up in the hallway. And the perfect weapon for the job here. Respectful puts together 2. What an opening he just capitalized on. Can he get any more?
Respectful then extends his kill tally for this life to 5. It's going to mean a killing spree comes his way. 14 kills and only 4 deaths in the game. Make that 15 as the sword is completely out of juice. He's going to have to drop that. No more AA batteries to fit that. And that means now the game within 4 kills. But this is exactly what they need.
I mean, you said it, Jersey. It's what they need to make a comeback here. On top of that, they got some resources too. Respectful with the grapple. Can launch in if he needs to. Couple scrappy trades on the feed, though. He will play it safe. Got positioning on the Sika here too, but Sika just rips him a new one. Takes that fight from down low. He'll take the grapple as well. And the opportunity he's just presented for himself is huge as well. 41 to 36 here. Great positioning to tear one out of Jimbo too. 43. And in the end zone of this game, Navi, they need to find an answer.
So frustrating it must be for Navi. Every single time they get themselves back within touching distance, the next subsequent slays go against them, and time again they open the door but unable to pass through it. Very much Acend acting like Gandalf, saying you shall not pass. And 47 now to 40 in favor of Acend, and within touching distance of doubling their lead in this series.
Looks like Acend just seemed to find a way to hold on to an advantage the whole way through, right? Just keeping it in their court. That's 50 to 40. Right here on board with Snipe Drone, who immediately goes for those dynamos. He'll toss them both out, pick up Jimbo. And it just seems like he got here for free. Sure, see, there's no contention. The man picks up the nades, kills, and everything. On top of Legend having rockets. Where was Navi for this?
Yep, exactly what I didn't want to see was all the goodies go in favor of Acend. Certainly, if you want to get yourself another game in this particular series, but Overshield just about out. It's going to be completely depleted now. Respectful doing a huge job of shutting down any sort of possibility of a flag run. With Shady on hand, grapple hooks him from behind, almost like Scorpion, and hits him with the back whack.
I mean, you talked about Shady in the movement. He's just putting it together. Only getting started as well. He'll use that grapple, but just going to hold things down in BR. Contention out of Respectful here. Can Respectful take the trade, though? And I like that. He does drop down, picks it up. Ends up trading out, though. Foxy will take one as well. Flag in the hands of Legend, who's still making strides with it. He knows he's alone, though, and doesn't want to get compromised. I like this play. Playing it slow instead. Navi with a chance to return it because of it, though. We'll see. Respectful's on it. And Legend trying to figure out where to play. He's got his team playing defense at the same time. Respectful. That's huge. That's what they needed. Now it's up to Navi to see if they can win their fight on the opposite side of the map.
What we've seen there from Legend was actually something you spoke about. A little moment of hesitation, unsure of where to push. And what we need to see Navi do a lot more of that. Just put a little bit of semblance of doubt. Plant the seed that your next decision that Acend is going to make is not going to be the right one. Because that's exactly what's happening. Every time Acend make a decision, they end up coming away with the goods or coming away with some sort of score and advantage on the map. And we're seeing Slake shots go down, but Snipe Drone shuts down Jimbo, first time of asking.
Unfortunate timing for Jimbo there, right? There was a spawn that popped in last second right as he challenged. So he had the right idea, but the moment that spawn came in, he was in a 2v1. Not much he could do. Oh, well, it happens, though. Foxy still with an opening. Tries to get the flag as far as he can, but unfortunately not too far. That spawned at a Legend, gonna knock him down a peg. That flag will sit out front. So will the thruster. Opportunity for Kimbo to pick it up. Instead, he's gonna go through alley. We'll see if he can get a sneak attack on the Snipe Drone who waits above. Snipe Drone with an answer, though. He's got a shotgun, and Kimbo just gonna bounce out of that fight.
Snipe Drone comes diving out of bar with a bulldog off the leash.
Yep.
Fortunately, though, it was muzzled up just a little touch. The trade's going to come through, and you have to say Respectful will be the happier of the two that those kills have gone his way. I've seen him just wait here now just a little bit, put a backward step, a little bit of a pause, waiting for this grapple to pop back up. This is an interesting strat from Foxy. Ultimately does pop up for him, so that timing, although off a fraction, not going to hurt too much in the grand scheme of things. Rocket launcher now in his hands. Flies to Y. And that nade shot comes through. The rockets cut very well and do go in control of Acend. Snipe Drone with the man, one left in the chamber.
This seems to happen every single time, Shurzy, where Navi are set up, they're playing patient, they're waiting for the weapons, it looks like it's good, and then last second, Acend comes in and just takes it all from them. You know, just steals any kind of thunder they would have had. That's a spree for Snipe Drone as he looks to get to the flag. Don't tell me he's got more in the tank. The man will take the double. Late double, if anything, but that's a flag still out. And a chance for Kimbo to get the return, but man, do they feel the hurt off of these plays. Acend just finding ways to take advantage of little opportunities you think Navi should have had.
Acend at times playing with Navi like a matador. And Navi, the bull, trying to chase after the color red, desperately trying to get that win. One time, any time. And Acend know they can play on the emotions. All the momentum in this series going the way of Acend. A couple of engagements go down. Jim's going to lose his life to Legend this time. Foxy in the world of hurt. Bottom middle scramble. Overshield once more. He just picked it up off the ground. Fortuitously overshield in the chest of Legend as he starts this next push.
Shurzy, Legend was one shot that whole time. The man, he won the fight with Jimbo, was one shot, challenged the player up out front of Treehouse and put enough shots in to back him down while still one shot, and then slid out, picked up the OS, slid back and put it on his body. I mean, what the heck was that play at a Legend? He had no business surviving. And I think because of that, it gave this team an opportunity. He got Shady, my God, with the flag out center, who's doing the same thing. You see how they bob and weave with that slide. They're so quick to slide, turn back, cancel it, and slide back in. Unfortunately for Acend, this one does not work out. Navi, they still fend it off.
You see, Shady was going for semblance of the past with that flag run once more, trying to do, like I spoke about, that top middle run across the buildings. Unfortunately, the rooftop's not going to provide the cover that he needed, and he loses his life as a result. Flagged though. Now on the move for Navi. This is what we want to see, though. He's getting shot in the back. Is respectful. Desperately tries to stay alive. Backs down towards bottom middle. Picks himself up a couple of sizzle sticks to go along with it. That's going to provide a little bit of cover and a little bit of distance between him and the chasing pack.
Beautiful.
Putting down some fire as well. Respectful. But ultimately, there's another player left over towards this bottom middle area. No members of his team able to help him out to continue this flag run. That's going to be honors even. Both flags at home.
Respectful did everything he could have done there. That was a high IQ play, dropping the flag, diving on the dynamos, using them to keep the players off the flag and do damage, and still picking up kills. It still wasn't enough. And that's the difficulty of his RCTF. I mean, Legend, yeah, what can he do around that tree? Especially with the thrust out of 2 Foxy, he'll take the fight. Navi going to continue to fend off the pressure on the gates here, but Snipe Drone sick up with 2. Jimbo got to play slow. He will pick up the thrust. And Acend looking to mount the challenge once again. I do believe the Rockets are coming up, or may have just come up. And on top of that, I mean, yeah, the cavalry's here. Almost getting back smacked, but they'll walk away with the OS and Sika with the Rockets and a couple kills. I mean, this is the opportunity they've been waiting for.
This is that 6-minute mark I spoke about. Rockets on over shield once more, like they did at the start of the game, going in favor of Acend. And up until this point, Navi have done such a fantastic job of matching the pace and making sure they stay in the game against Acend. But unfortunately, they've died at the worst possible times. Map control in favor of Acend when the goodies did pop up. Kimbo's behind enemy line, stops the flag. 4 dead, make that 3 dead. Seek a last man alive. Kimbo gonna send his flag back home. Big plays from the German.
Beautiful work out of Navi. They're finding ways to counter despite the advantages Acend have. They overextended off their spawn in alley, and they stayed alive long enough to stop the flag. So Navi doing everything they can. I mean, Kimbo respectful, they take 2, that's trades in. And what is this movement out of 2 Foxy as he flies by and thrusts back? That's Jimbo, dead. I take it back. Jimbo with the moves and the thrust. And a flag out because of it. Spawner's now up in alley. You can see Legend now overextending to do the same thing. But can Navi break away with the flag this time?
Oh,
beautiful pre-nades. My God, Jimbo's on top of it. He's on top of it. How far can he take this flag, though? Navi here to collect it and escort him through.
Huge plays out of Jimbo. Massive IQ, realizing that next player is going to spawn up over towards that thruster pack. And it's going to be Navi who's draw blood first here. 1-0 up on our bizarre CTF game and looking to try and get themselves back into this series.
Battle of attrition, and Navi, it paid off, right? The patience and doing everything they could to just counter every attack out of this Acend roster. And man, it's still going. Kimbo, beautiful shots. Gonna drop a nade. Try to stay up here, doing what he can just to slow it down. But Shady doing the exact opposite. Man will speed through, picks up Kimbo. Flag in hand. Navi already in position to try to counter it. And look at this, Shady. He's already under pressure. So difficult position for him. I wonder if Shady ran that flag through alley, if he would have had a better chance. Because at this point, it's looking shot.
Right now, Acend looking to find the nearest chimney. Maybe say diagonally. That's exactly what they're looking for. A little bit of matching here. Maybe magic will come in the signs in the shape of Legend. Position towards bottom middle, respectful. Try as he might. Put a little bit of damage down on the flag carrier. We can see Legend just not comfortable knowing there's a player within his grasp. We're going to see a grapple come through, though, over towards the double doors.
No
that
way.
Snipe Drone, indeed it was. Somehow, some way, got his hands on that flag. We're going to be all tied up here 1-1.
Cheeky play at a Snipe Drone. Why go to bottom mid when you can wait in the double doors and grapple the flag to you? That was beautiful. And he tied up the game because of it. Little plays like that will just take that inch, I guess, bring it a mile here, Shurzy. We got a game because of it. We're at 1-1 here. Snipe Drone just going to play defense and slow it down for a bit. But now it's Navi's turn to answer back.
Will that just take the wind out of the sails of Navi? That they've been looking so good in this game. Gonna trade 1 for 1 here, but 2 go in favor now. 2 Foxy looking to go big for his team, but Sika shuts down respectful, but 2 Foxy turns 1 more. 3 dead momentarily now. Navi have got another flag on the move. Can they get it all the way home? 2 minutes 20 left on the clock.
Here we go. Opportunity for Navi. Flag out center. Bit of a double dilemma, though. OS popping up shortly. They got to do what they can to defend the flag and keep it in play. You still got Kimbo up in that locker. Kimbo in a massive position here if he stays alive. He's going to do what he can to hold on. Teammates will push up and apply pressure at the same time, and Snipe Drone will rip straight through center. The timing of that kill was huge. I think the OS is up. And I'm not sure if it's burned. Too Foxy with a massive trade. Too Foxy can't get out with the grapple. Flag still sits out. Jimbo on top of it. And Jimbo going to do what he can to stay alive. He's got a teammate with a massive pickup from Kimbo. Flag still in play. They'll take it through the doors. And they might have this.
They've got the touch. They've also got the overshield. Jimbo just picked it up and he's kept himself alive. Gonna relay this flag home. 2-1 Navi with 1 minute and 30 left on the clock.
Navi heard our cries, Jersey. They're giving us a show. They're here. They're back and letting us know they're not going down 2 or 3-0. That's a double kill out of 2 Foxy. And it just looks like the momentum is not stopping for these boys. Can they keep it up? Sika going to try to hold down the double doors. But look at the bait and switch out of Navi. 2 players will push up together. Respectful. 2 Foxy will brawl their way through. And what a way to knock.
2 Foxy laying the smackdown then. Happy to get his hands dirty on double doors. Shady desperately trying to stay alive. Those attempts will be futile when you're faced with 2 Foxy playing like this. The spirit he's in with 24 kills and really helping his team. Dragging them over the line here in our game 3 to keep this series alive. Flag going to be out on the move once more, and he knows this is going to be enough of a distraction to pull Acend members back his way.
Smart out of Navi here. It's 2-1, but sudden death could still take effect, right? We've got 30 seconds in counting, so time, an issue for Acend, but as long as they keep this flag in play, and like you said, 2 dead out of Acend, maybe an opportunity for a return. If they get that flag return in and pick this up, they can still tie this game and bring us to an overtime. And it looks like we might be getting there. The flag still sits out bottom mid. Kimbo on top of it. He'll collect it. Sika going to come back to put shots in, but respectful there to deny him. And here we go. Down to a sudden death situation. Jersey, if Navi get that return, that's game over. If Acend do it, we're going to overtime.
Listen to me now. Overshields and rockets have come the way of Navi at the best possible time. All of Acend turtled up in their base. All the ingredients that they need. Jimbo gets the kill. 2 Foxy's going to lose his life in the process. Kimbo gets 1 more. 2 dead. Sika and Shady trying to do what they can. They're double men on the wreath. Double stack flag all the way home. That's going to be game 3 going in favor of Navi. What a performance. They're in this series. They're here to play.
Navi held it down. Let's go. Jersey, we got a series. I mean, I love to see it. We've had Acend dominating all day today, and finally Navi, they give us an answer. They give us a show. But what a scrappy.
And to kick us off, what can he do here in our finals? 2 members go down then.
3.
Great job. Legend last man alive. Not going to be in a position to do anything really. Jim's got the sniper rifle as well. Maybe the confidence starting to flow through the veins of Navi as that player Snipe Drone's going to get his shields cracked. Bit of respect put on the name of Jimbo and the boys here. And a triple cap, although in effect momentarily, they're still scoring 20 points lead to Navi.
Love to see the confidence out of Jimbo in that opening strat. The unfortunate situation there, though, he dies. He gives the sniper over to Snipe Drone. And I think that heat wave was passed on to Acend as well. They got the camo on Legend. Gonna snap onto Jimbo for the opening kill here. Snipe Drone not done. Kimbo waiting on B, but they found them, and Shady there to pinch. You can see Acend starting to work together to pick him off. They've now got B and C, so points not collected on their side. Navi with a quick rotation to C just to counter it for now. 37 for Navi. Acend going to do what they can to try to close the gap here, but it's up to Snipe Drone to try to hit something. Instead, he'll take a melee from behind that's respectful, who takes it, but now it's Legend's turn to see what he can do.
That play is huge from Respectful. On the outside looking in, it looks as though he's just gotten a trade, but what he's actually done is reset the stronghold as well to make sure Navi keep control of this game. They're going to hit the 50-point threshold before Acend have even scored a single solitary point.
Navi, all of a sudden, they picked up momentum here, just finding ways to crumble the setup of Acend. Like you said, jumping into those caps last second. It's a perfect way to slow things down. And here's the team fire coming in too. Jimbo going to work together with, I believe, 2 Foxy. Snipe Drone will take full advantage, though. He'll take a double as well, dive into A, and Snipe Drone says it's not over yet for this opening. They're going to try to pull it back here. We got camo coming up shortly as well here. So what can Snipe Drone and team do? Right now, a little bit oppressive for them, right? 82 points, 83 counting here.
Hello, Navi. I've been waiting for you to show up in one of these series, and here you are, and you're showing you're here to play. Not just trying to take part, like Conor McGregor says, trying to take over. And for the first time in the game, Acend are going to take some semblance of control, but Navi answering back and taking A once more. Now we're going to see a real scramble for B. Can Navi play defense here? Shady's got camouflage. He's behind enemy lines. He's getting in the mixer. He's going to lose his life. Somehow Jimbo comes out on top, but Legend manages to turn 1 into 2. 3 dead now for Navi. Now the tide's starting to change. Acend have a triple cap.
I want to say that was a bit of a favorable trade, though, for Navi. Like you said, though, trip cap in session and a perfect kill. Coming out of the boys on Acend here. Snipe drone with the snipe, so things could change very quickly. They definitely are. I mean, Snipe drone going to put it together on the 2 Foxy. Snaps onto Kimbo. Got to watch out for Respectful. He will dive in, take the snipe. And Navi going to do what they can to close this spout of momentum here. But a trip cap still on board for Acend. They're climbing back here, and they're doing it quickly. Shurzy.
Here's the issue that we've seen, particularly in strongholds before. We've seen Quadrant look really, really good against Acend, certainly in patches. But what happens is, once Acend start to find that gear, once all the things start to click, they don't let their foot off the gas. And that's exactly what we're seeing here as Respectful loses his life to Sika.
Navi collects C. Can't quite get into B just yet. They will walk away with it. 2 Foxy going to do what he can just to stay alive under pressure here. And Acend definitely picking things up. They've closed the gap immediately. All of a sudden, we're looking at a tie game. Snipe drone can't take the fight on the 2 Foxy. He'll land the melee before he drops some great damage. Shady going to do what he can on the other side of the map to keep the damage on his side. We've got A and B cap, C under contention. Look at the positioning. At a Shady as he takes Brain. What else can he put together? Oh my God. Oh, keep it up.
Shady, camouflage, heat wave, sniper rifle, anything else in the map. If you got an extra pocket, maybe you can put the Mangler in there too. As he surveys the land out towards dummies now. Still a lot of camouflage left to play with as he wobbles the wig of 2 Foxy and tries to find Kimbo to make it 2. Doesn't need to. Teammates on hand. Sika and Legend pick up the pieces. 2 Foxy, last man alive, but only just after touching ground on the map.
Shady woke up, and what a time to do so. Look at the man hit the slides, too, connecting it all together. Snipe, heat wave to work with. Couldn't have asked for a better combo. Can Navi do anything to stop him, though? He'll sneak his way up into A. Who does he pick? He'll snap on the body for 1. There's the double. You know it's coming. Shady putting it together here. Navi, they got to answer. They got to do it quick.
Shady turning his team's fortunes right around here. Heat wave in his hand, about to get hot and heavy now. Inside A, gets the reset once more. No, he doesn't. Didn't get the final touch to get that reset. Teammate on hand this time, though, to immediately turn B back in Acend's favor. Jimbo doing what he can on the other side of the map just to even up the numbers just a little bit. They've got C, and here comes the Navi push on B. Shady recognizes that immediately. He hits defense mode.
Love this reposition. Great high angle to take, avoids nades, doesn't spot the player waiting for him, though, so he does die. They finally killed him, by the way. That was huge to just kill the man because he was on a hell of a tear. Anything you could do to slow Shady down is a massive W, and Kimbo will take a W for himself. But can they put it together in time here? Collection onto A. They've got B held down, but loses the fight to Shady, who off his spawn. The man is cooking once again. Look how quick the dude's moving here.
Shady, he's got his trainers on. He is moving quick. Pre-firing that door, waiting for Jimbo to maybe reach out. He doesn't do, though, and hits a lovely grenade, does Jimbo, and gets the trade. So, beautiful work out of Jimbo. Just to turn the tide a little bit. Kimbo's now got the camouflage and the snipe rifle, and he can go to work as well as he lands that body shot and clean up with the battle rifle. Now, tide starting to turn once more. The pendulum swings back over towards Navi. They've got control, but there's been so much damage done. 217 points to 94. It's got to be perfect here from Navi.
Kimbo with a lot of responsibility on his hands here. Can he keep this sniper in play, pick up a couple kills as well? Shots into Legend. There's one at his left-hand side, I believe. That player might be flanking around B. I think Kimbo hears him. It's Snipe Drone. Can he delete him? Repulsor coming in to Foxy with the saving grace. And A and B still held down. Can they get to C? A little bit of momentum on the side of Navi. And they need the momentum. Kimbo, he's got to hit the shots. I think he nicked the body. Jimbo will take the kill. Snipe Drone there to defend C, but Navi's still putting it together. What can Kimbo do?
3 bullets then left in the magazine. What can he do here? Flanking back tower. Gonna lose C, but He's landed the body shot and should get the cleanup, and does, to start transitioning it back towards their favor. The rest of Navi looking to contest over towards A and getting the better of that engagement as well. Triple cap now for Navi.
Navi gonna claw back. They're not done yet. 220 on the board for Acend, so they can't afford mistakes. Shady snipe Trump with 2, and Kimbo with a blainer. He'll put that last bullet to work, but Legend will take him down immediately. So what did it do? We'll see. 2 Foxy and Respectful going to push up on the B, take it back. Just 2 points collected for Acend in this whole situation. But can they get any more here? Contention for B still going out. And it looks like Navi did manage to stop us. Navi going to just narrowly hold on here.
Jimbo then positioned over towards top middle. Mangler in hand. Uses opts not to use it this time, and Legend's going to punish him for doing just that. We're seeing Kimbo get the cleanup, and this is when you know they're playing very well, Navi. Starting to clean up each other's kills. Communications coming big. Mangler's shots coming out of Kimbo. Gets the beat down as well. Still maintaining control. Eating into Ascend's lead all the while. Can they keep control here? Can they really start to apply the pressure? They're doing just that.
Navi putting it together. Kimbo, this is his second camo back-to-back. Just been controlling it for most of the game here, making it very difficult for Acend. Repulsor on board with Respectful as well, who's going to try to get out of this fight. A and B still held down. They're going to let A go and just focus on the remaining 2 that they have. Respectful, can he stay up here, though? He picked up the heat wave, dropped it out center for that. A little unfortunate. And Legend with advances onto B while this happens. 23 and counting. They're collecting time. Navi need to push up. They got to do it quick here. Can they shut Legend down? They can. Kimbo will push into Foxy with 1, but the snipe. Look who's got the snipe. Shurzy. Look who's got the snipe.
Game in his hands then. Shady. What can he do with it? Gonna look to try and collapse over towards A. Might be the victim of a team nade, but 2 Foxy's the victim of the sniper rifle. Shady gets 2 kills. Huge kills too. A now in control. C could be there shortly hereafter. And it's got 1 more push for Navi. It has to be perfect, and they have to go now. They've managed to contest A. Scoring stopped still for the moment. Navi've got control and collapsing on A now. Trying to just get touch tight now with Legend. Desperately trying to stay alive. Isn't able to do so. 205 points to 228. This game is split by hairs.
Shutting down Shady there was massive. Navi, they have a chance. 2 Foxy with the snipe. Shots at the snipe drone. Respectful will pick it up, or Kimbo will take it. Either way, that's 2 dead. Navi going to keep the pressure up here. They're starting to close the gap. Collecting C as well. Can they take the trip cap here? All while this happens, though. Jimbo going to rotate to B for the defense. They're getting points here. Where is Acend? Acend need to get in a hill. They got to do it quick because Navi, they're holding on.
Navi then have taken the lead, being down by such a massive deficit here. C is starting to transfer control as well. 4 dead for Navi at the worst possible time. They only need 20 seconds. This next push has to be huge from Navi. They've got 1 more play, and they have to play that card right now.
Oh, Navi, they got to move quick here. Legend just locking down top mid. He wants either A or C. He goes for C.
Jimbo.
Can he take the fight?
Jimbo!
Where is Legend shooting? What happened to Shurzy? What happened to the man's controller there? I don't know
Legend's
what that was, but
batteries
Jimbo
go dead. Nobody cares. Jimbo's managed to come out on top. Nobody cares. Because Navi, you're going to close this out. Barring a miracle over towards B, they have managed to get the contest. Snipe drones in it. Can he do just enough? No, he can't. That's going to be the reset. And A is going to be in control.
They did it.
They only need 1 more point. We're going to a game 5, baby. Navi takes. Ultimately, Navi have clutched up. They've found that extra gear. They're here to play. 2 Foxy gets the first kill of the game, but Legend's going to come back off the respawn, get himself back involved. There's going to be a burn on the camouflage, and 3 kills to 2 in favor of Navi right now. And momentum well and truly on their side.
Some good communication and awareness out of Navi there to quickly snap and delete the camo player. And my God, Sick, I'm going to take a little more here. We'll take Kimbo, Jimbo, 2 Foxy together in the closet. And Sika, dude, he does not want any of this sauce. Gonna hold back just for now. Looks like 2 Foxy wants a piece, man. Gonna barrel through center, but all 3 make it 4 in a second. About to go down here. Kimbo knows he needs to stay up, so he'll back off and try to play it slow, but they just lost all their numbers there.
Just to put this into perspective, Acend are unbeaten in EU competition. They have not dropped a single series since October 2020. Navi are on course to at least raise the question here. Since 2020, Shyway, in October.
I did not realize it was that much of a streak. So there's a lot more than just Pro Series on the line here, Sherzy, is what you're saying. This is a big deal for Navi if they can take this series. And of course, they still got a ways to go. A lead, 11-5 here on board for Acend. Sika gonna hold things down in base. Snipe Drone Legend with 2 on the feed. They start to pull away. And what is this movement? At a respectful, unfortunately not enough to get out of the spree.
Killing spree then locked in for Sika. And in a game 5 moment, when the pressure is starting to get cranked up just a touch, the heat in the kitchen starting to blaze up, Sika's on hand to make sure he can solidify his team's hopes and dreams of making it to grand finals the first time of asking. Wiggles come through. Jimbo gets the clean up. Ultimately is going to fall. 20, make it 18 kills, excuse me, to 9. A 9 kill advantage to Acend here. Are they going to be a bit like The Undertaker at WrestleMania and they kick out at the final hurdle?
They can still make this comeback. They're going to need to coordinate for it. 9 kill deficit, looking rough. Tufoxy going to dive in. There's the pinch we need, right? Bait and switch. They got to roll together. Roll in pairs. So at the very least, they can take trades here. And unfortunately, Shady going to catch 1. Kimbo going to turn him. Kimbo up bottom mid looking for 2 here. Legend can take the kill, though. Kimbo can't quite get it. 21-13 is Navi. They're bleeding. And they got to be careful. They might need to slow it down just a little bit here because the lead starting to look oppressive. And look at what Legend and Shady do just to stay alive. They're so damn difficult.
And what I'm seeing here from Navi is they're definitely trying to play at the same pace, but they're almost being caught at times with their guns down in sprint animations, and that's what's happening here. And Acend is playing those slide games, and when you're sliding, of course, you can keep on shooting Shyway, and they're running and gunning.
Oh, well, there was a nice slide into death, though, right? You got to be careful about the opportunities you pick. Respectful going to clothesline him for it. Respectful, can he live? Got to watch out for those dynamos. Still got a thrust in the back pocket here. 25 on board for Acend, but 18 for Navi. A chance for sure. Tufoxy with a big pickup. Thrust still out center, but Respectful wants the fight instead. He'll take Shady. Sorry, I almost said Sherzy there. My bad. You're not in the game.
Oh, I was.
And you don't want to be
going mass. No, I don't. I'm going cross-eyed trying to shoot any one of these players in this lobby at this point. But well, all the while, Shyway, we've only got a 4 kill. Make it a 5 kill game. It was 3 momentarily.
Oh.
Navi trying to crank up the pressure, but Respectful is the last man alive, and they know exactly where he is. The collapse comes through. Fresh spawner is going to be Kimbo, positioned over towards blue. He gets that kill as well, just to dampen any sort of push coming through.
No.
The lockers area, Shady
Turn
with the
sense.
thruster.
Turn the sensitivity up because Shady just made a play on you. My God. Sorry, Sherzy, but what a thrust out of Shady to just clothesline the dude, come right by, and Kimbo could not keep up. And it's plays like that extend the lead now 33-24. Snipe Drone with the camo, and uh-oh is all I can say.
Shady breaking ankles. Snipe Drone has picked a very good time to go invisible, and Shady's picked up a ninja in the kill feeder, so we're being shown here onto Respectful, and when kills like that start to go against you, your head starts to dip, the confidence gets drained. Jimbo, excuse me, gets cleaned up. This time, Respectful, last man alive, trying to gather and shake off the dust of being ninja'd. 38 kills to 27. Gonna be a monumentous task here for Navi to get themselves back in the game. They need some clean 4 deads.
On top of that, they got to get some sort of map control on board here, right? They're all stuck in the base at the moment. They can't really afford to push up because they don't want to give up trades. Respectful going to try to inch out, but as he does, Snipe Drone grabs 2.
Snipe Drone.
My God. You see how quick he is to change angles and know exactly where to look to take the kill. Kimbo here to turn the favor, though. That's a double for him. 30-40, though. They got a 10 kill deficit to make up. Kimbo going to chase that kill out to center. Can he live? Shay takes one somehow onto Respectful. Kimbo going to do what he can just to get out, get back to top map. Shots into Shady. Finally going to get the man who's just always sprinting. It just doesn't seem like it's enough, though, Sherzy. 43 at this point.
A mountain to climb now for Navi. Have they just run out of steam in our game 5? It's always going to be a tough ask in Aquarius Slayer. The nature of the beast that Acend there. They're like a hive mind at times. The Borg all seem to share the same movements. They're always on the same page. But Kimbo and Tufoxy pick up 2. They will lose Respectful in the process. And
he died.
Kimbo ultimately trades that one out. 45-36 now. They've only got 5 more. Make that 4 lives left in this game, in this series. Can they make Acend pay with them? Waiting for camouflage to spawn up, which it has done. Trying to get his hands on it. Zika, though, is going to get the clean up. 48 to 37. Navi have run out of steam here. One more kill to just solidify themselves in the grand finals. Camouflage to boot. Jimbo desperately trying to put himself in the fridge to stay alive. Unable to do so. Our game 5 goes towards Acend. They put a stop.